Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the decision that the RFEF have made for Vinicius for how long he is going to be out because of the incident that happened with the Valencia goalkeeper. There has been so much controversy surrounding this decision, and so we do have to speak about that. Later in the video, we're also going to be discussing the latest regarding Dani Olmo and Pau Victor getting registered and to join FC Barcelona for a potential arrival and appearance for a hypothetical final in the Super Cup. And lastly, we will be discussing Barcelona and Real Madrid fighting for a striker named Godoy. This is going to be a jam-packed video. I hope you guys do enjoy it. If you guys end up liking this video, please click the thumbs up button and also subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. So let's first talk about Vinicius Jr. and the decision that has been made. It has been said, and it is fully official, that he will be suspended for 2 matches following the slap that he gave to Valencia goalkeeper and all around the aggressive actions he has had towards the referee when he was being sent out. It's crazy to see that Vinicius Jr. has only gotten a 2-match suspension when it should have clearly been more. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it says here that according to the disciplinary committee, they have opted to apply Article 130.2, which categorizes the incident as a mild offense, rather than the more severe article, which is 103.1, which could have resulted in him getting suspended for around at least 4 matches to 12 matches max. But because the RFEF did apply the Article 130.2 instead of 130.1, the suspension is only going to apply to La Liga matches as well, meaning that Vinicius Jr. will remain available for the Spanish Super Cup matches. If he were to have been given the Article 1.3.1 instead of 130.2, the suspension would have applied to the Super Cup also. So the RFEF have clearly helped Vinicius in this situation. They have only given him a 2-match suspension that only applies to league matches, when it could have been for so much more because of his aggressive actions. The committee has also acknowledged that Real Madrid objected to the referee report, and they offered multiple arguments, including the claims that Vinicius was racially abused and that the goalkeeper slapped him first. And I know for a fact that a lot of this had to be planned, and I don't mean this like in a Barcelona fan way. Like, I'm not out here saying, oh my god, I'm so pissed that all of this is planned and that this is my conspiracy theory. No, I literally believe, like, as a freaking professional YouTuber or whatever you guys want to call me, but I really do think that all of this was planned, and the league did help Real Madrid and Vinicius Jr. because if they were to have given him the correct article punishment, let's just say that they gave him 4-match ban, right? The most least out of the 4 to 12 match bans. That would have meant that Vinicius would have missed the match against Atletico Madrid. Isn't that such a coincidence? Like, really think about that. If they were to have given Vinicius a 4-match ban, which is the very least of what this code does give out, he would have never appeared for the match against Atletico Madrid. Because if you look at the upcoming schedule, you can see that if it was 4 league matches, which is something that should have been, he would have been out for the match against Las Palmas, out for the match against Real Valladolid, out for the match against Espanyol, which is the 3rd one, and the 4th one is there right at the bottom. Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. All of this is very intentional. It is such a coincidence, and I just can't understand why the league, or whoever you want to call it, whoever is in charge of this whole thing, wants to help Real Madrid so much. Because if you look at what he did, it's clearly a slap to the face, and he wanted to argue against the ref. You may say, Kevin, it cannot be that bad. Like, maybe in this league, when it comes to stuff like this, maybe you're only supposed to be getting a 2-match ban. Well, explain to me this. Why would somebody like Lewandowski, who is at the top picture, do a small little gesture to the ref, right? Really nothing much. He was just saying, oh my god, like, does it make any sense for me to get the yellow card? And so he just like did a small little action, and then they suspended him for 3 matches. 3 matches. Isn't that crazy? And then if you look at the middle picture, you can see Hansi Flick just saying, why in the world would he give out a call like this? It doesn't make any sense, right? So nothing really aggressive, not really screaming directly at the ref, nor is he trying to like violate anybody like Vinicius did. And all he did was lift up his hand just a little, right? Nothing aggressive, and they gave him a 2-match ban. And then if you look at Vinicius at the bottom with a slap on the freaking face, his whole hand literally touching the goalkeeper's face or neck or the side of his face, whatever you want to call it, he gets a 2-match ban. How the hell is Vinicius' action equal to what Hansi Flick did here in the middle picture? And how the hell is Vinicius' action less punishable than what Lewandowski did here a year and a half ago? It does not make any sense. This is why I do say a lot of this is very much planned. It is not a coincidence, or you can call it a coincidence if you want, but it is quite clear that there is favoritism. There is a lot of things that the league likes to favor for Madrid and for Vinicius. He is probably one of the most protected players in the world, if not the most protected player in the world. And Gullit, right, a football legend, says something very on point about this whole scenario. And so this is what he said. What do I think about Vinicius' red card? I understand Vinicius feels like he got screwed by the goalkeeper, but that same behavior applies to Vinicius too. If you provoke the opponent, then you simply can't expect sympathy. You just need to learn to shut up. Look at Messi. He got kicked all the time too, and he just got up and kept on playing. But Vinicius constantly keeps complaining, constantly keeps provoking, toying with the opposite fans. Yeah, then you are going to get it eventually. What else do you expect? And I'm sure Real Madrid tell him this too, but it looks like he just can't let go of this behavior. And this is the reason why we saw a lot of the Real Madrid management people try to pull away Vinicius, trying to throw him into the tunnel, because they're like, oh my god, bro, like just shut up, like you're always causing too much of something that should have never been this big. And they literally try to push him into the tunnel because they were just so sick of it. Like, not only are Barcelona fans sick of Vinicius, not only is the general football fans sick of Vinicius, but Real Madrid fans, the Real Madrid management are sick of Vinicius, and because of his attitude. So now let's move on towards a quick update regarding Dani Olmo and Pau Victor. And it says here, according to some reports, that the CSD will approve Barcelona's precautionary measure regarding the situation of Dani Olmo and Pau Victor. Both players will be available to be registered. They could even be ready to play in a hypothetical Super Cup final, like I have said, right? A hypothetical Super Cup final, meaning that a Super Cup final that could happen or potentially happen, right? Because it exists. There is a chance for us to go to the final. I'm not saying that Barcelona will for sure go into the final, because you just never know how Barcelona might perform against Athletic Club. But it's good to hear that there is some progress being made. Like, maybe Dani Olmo and Pau Victor might not make it for the semifinal match tomorrow within a span of like in about 24 hours from today, or 18 hours from right now. But the fact that they could be available for that final, that is exactly what Hansi Flick was planning. This is the reason why he brought in Dani Olmo and Pau Victor to the squad list to travel all the way to Saudi Arabia, is because he knew that there was a chance that Barcelona might make a step forward in this whole saga and really complete this team. I cannot believe the amount of hate and aggression that has been thrown to Joan Laporta, as if this is Joan Laporta's fault. I'm letting you guys know right now, like, as soon as Joan Laporta registers Dani Olmo and Pau Victor within these next 48 to 72 hours, whenever it may be, post the semifinal match, if Barcelona go to the final and we see Dani Olmo and Pau Victor registered, everybody's going to be praising Joan Laporta and saying, oh my god, this guy, he does the unbeatable, he continues to prove everybody wrong. He did it with Gundogan, he did it with Gavi 2 years ago, now he's doing it again with Dani Olmo and Pau Victor. Oh my god, like, everybody's going to be saying that, just switching up on Joan Laporta just out of nowhere. And I'm telling you guys right now that whatever agenda the general Barcelona fan base has right now has to go away, because I know it's pure negativity, I know it's pure hate, and once again, it has to go away. We have to continue to support this team through and through, no matter what. So let's see how this situation does evolve. Now moving on towards the last conversation, and yes, it's true, Barcelona and Real Madrid are battling to sign the same player, very similar to what they did with Arda Güler, but this time it is Alan Godoy. And the reason why Barcelona and Real Madrid want to sign this striker here is because they want to bring him in for a reserve team. Currently, the 21-year-old striker plays for Eldense in La Liga 2. Real Madrid were optimistic about securing his signature, but now they are concerned about a potential shift in direction as Barcelona has entered the race. I want to make it so clear, like, when it comes to Alan Godoy, and I want to be very honest with you guys, this guy is nothing special. I mean, like, of course, a player could blossom just out of nowhere after having so many mid seasons, but so far, based off like what I have seen in his stats, it is nothing special. I mean, like, bro, 13 matches played this season in the second division, no goals, and he's a striker. We're not talking about a center back, we're not talking about a left back, we're not talking about a right back. This guy's a striker. He has 0 goals and 0 assists in 13 matches as a striker. The one before that one, with whatever team he was playing with, 21 matches, 6 goals, so mid. Mirandes, another team that he played for back in the 2023-2024 season, 12 matches, 1 goal, 1 assist, very mid. Atletico San Luqueño, CF, 17 matches, 8 goals. That's okay, that's fine, right? That's almost 1 goal every other game, but still, it's very mid. Like, bro, you are in the second division right now at 21 years old, and you're telling me you can't score not 1 goal in 13 matches? Like, I don't know what is going on here. And I feel like the main reason why Barcelona are entering the race to sign this striker here is because they want to reinforce the reserve team, like the report does say, and that's mainly because it is a reaction to them losing Pau Victor, because he's in the first team, not in the reserve team no more, and because they have lost Marc Gui. 2 strikers that Barca Athletic lost within a span of 2 years. One went to Chelsea and one went to the first team of Barcelona. Barca Athletic have no real definitive striker right now, and they had it so good not too long ago. Pau Victor was killing it at Barca Athletic. Marc Gui was killing it at Barca Athletic, but they both moved on, and Barcelona need an answer to help the second division team, because if you look at the past few matches that Barca Athletic had, they have only gotten 2 wins in the past however many matches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 matches that Barcelona have played, Barca Athletic, to be clear, and only 2 have been won. That's sad. And if you notice the score lines, right, they have not scored no more than 2 goals in the past 8 matches. Once again, that's sad, and Barcelona clearly do need help. And if you look at their top goal scorers, Unai Hernandez, Daniel Rodriguez are their top 2 best goal scorers right now, and they're wingers. There is no strikers within the top 3. The striker that we see here is Ivan Cedric, but he has only scored 3 goals. 3. So Barcelona Athletic do need help. And looking at Alan Godoy's numbers, I don't even know if this is going to give Barca Athletic the extra boost it does does need. But we'll see more about Alan Godoy in a later video. So that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.